Why do we work with investors for free to get funding for small businesses? Why do we invest hundreds of hours each month looking at elevator pitches, looking at funding requests from clients? And why do we put in all that work just to help investors find great projects to look at? And why do we prioritize, or why do we rate them in the top 10 so the investors don't have to look at hundreds of opportunities when we put it right in front of them in a spreadsheet, including the pitch deck video, including the executive summary, including website, including all the contact information, so you contact the company directly. Why do we do all that and we put it on the silver platter for the investor? Well, that's a great question that was asked recently. And that was part of the half the question. The other half of the question is, why don't you do the same for the companies? Well, I wish we could do it for both parties, then that way we can just marry people and the project is done. And the second part of that question should be, what's in it for you, Leo? Well, I think that's a better question. What's in it for us is long term, right? When an investor comes to us and we work with a company to get funding and redesign the company. Well, first of all, the beginning of the project is how we attract these companies is we tell people we have relationships with investors, but we help redesign companies so they are attractive to the investors. So our goal is long term. We are selfish long term, because the process of redesigning that company, that is a process we get paid for. Sometimes we get equity in that company, so we have a benefit of redesigning that company and really come in with branding and differentiation to create an unfair advantage. And we also create systems for that client's companies to see them as overqualified to do the job. So there's less questions about credibility and trust and so on. So we design companies to get to 10 million, 20 million, $100 million. And we've worked on 8 franchise concepts from scratch. So that's our goal. So our goal is to have all the pieces together. And we also have 30 subcontractors that do work better than we can. It doesn't mean we can't do the work. It means the subcontractor will do the work more efficiently, better cost, and they have more expertise. And that's why we use subcontractors. So we put all the 30 pieces together that is required. A business blueprint has 33 chapters, right? No one can be an expert on 33 chapters. It's unrealistic. Asking a CEO or asking a management team to be experts at 30 different things or 33 different things is unrealistic. So when we have subcontractors, it helps that CEO and his management team scale to the 10 million, 20 million, and so on. We also have relationships with syndicates that are looking to buy these businesses. Once they get to the 5 million, 10 million range, and there's certain criteria that we're looking for, we present these companies to them. So that's our long-term goal, is the exit strategy or the franchising, right? So that's the second part of it. So the reason why we invest literally hundreds of hours, my calendar is full for the next 4 weeks, solid, early in the morning until late at night, 10 o'clock at night, even weekends. You dub my word, check my calendar, to create these relationships so we can grow these companies to $10 million or $100 million. And we only benefit, or we mainly benefit from the exit. To help that, we also have relationships with 342,000 business owners who eventually will retire or close to retirement. And we have been creating relationships with these people. So when they're ready to retire, we buy these businesses for $1. We have, a list of CEOs that will fly in or do it remotely, take these companies, help me redesign these companies again, so they're attractive to investors. And then we can, grow them, stage them, grow them, sell them in a shorter period of time, usually, 12, 18 months to 24 months, bring in outside investors and have an exit with that business. The last one we did was, the first offer we received was $10 million. The second offer, we used this first offer to create a second offer, which was just over $12 million. So we have all these programs designed to help business owners, especially small business owners that never really figured out how to market their company. These are companies that work, the owner worked with her hands, but never figured out how to market his company, never figured out how to attract a great team, never figured out his pricing, never figured out his, branding and differentiation to create an unfair advantage. But they've been around for 20 or 40 years. But they have great credibility. They do great work. They've got some reviews, 20 or 30 reviews, but never really figured out how to scale that business. And that's why we keep them in the picture. When we buy the business for $1, the previous owner is still in the picture. You still retain some of the equity, and his benefit is in the exit. That's why we're buying it for $1, because his benefit is in the exit. And that's why we need the investors, and that's why we need all these different programs, and that's why, it's a pretty substantial system, with 30 subcontractors and so on. So we have, branding experts, we have marketing experts, we have culture experts, we have all the things that we need to make sure that the company goes from $1 million to $5 or $10 million, in a relatively short period of time. And we also use leverage tools like social media, artificial intelligence, and so on. For example, my videos on TikTok get me in front of 20 million future potential clients every 10 to 14 days. So that doesn't hurt when we teach the team how to do the same and help scale the business. So again, why do we work for investors for free? Why do I volunteer my time to help a group of 342,000 business owners? Because that helps create trust and relationships. And when those people are ready to exit or scale their business or looking for funding, we have those relationships, and we just connect those relationships with the right business blueprint and the other 33 tools that are part of the business blueprint. If you are a business looking for help, type yes below. If you are an investor looking for a great opportunity, and these opportunities could be anywhere from 60% return on your capital investment yearly, or it could be a 1,300% return in 18 months with an IPO, or it could be a stock offering currently at 50 cents that is estimated to go $7 in the IPO. So there's a lot of opportunities, and we put them on the top 10 list for you. So if you have funds you're looking to invest, you want a slightly higher risk but huge potential, we need to talk. And by the way, this is for information, entertainment purposes only. This is not investment advice. Type yes below. Let's get started. We'll talk soon.